hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that notification button. That way when I give it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I give it. You don't want to miss none of this dope content. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, man, before we get started, let me get a few little things out the way, man. Malcolm Jamal Warner, man, he died, man. Rest in peace to the God. Of course, he was in Hollywood, so he been an upper echelon, I would say, the Cosby Show, that's legendary. You know what I'm talking about? If you're around my age, older, a little bit younger, that's who we grew up watching. A lot. Shit, I forgot his name on the Cosby Show, but real name Malcolm Jamal Warner, man, and he died of a freak accident in the sea or in the river or in a some body of water. He drowned, type shit. Like, that's tragic, man. It's tragic. I think it said he was saving somebody or something like that. I ain't read too much into it, but I did see it. He died on 7/20. 7 + 2 + 0, that's 9. And it's just off the top of my head. It was something else that added up to a 9. But I can't think of it right now. But I did hear somebody say, shout out to Algorithm God. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Algorithm God. I did hear him say, Cosby might have, this might have been a sacrifice for Bill Cosby. I didn't say it, you know what I'm saying? But I know what's going on, just like Algorithm God knows what's going on. So that ain't nothing to be far-fetched. That, you know what I'm saying? That could, it could very well. You know what I'm talking about? Or it could have just been, it just could have been his time to go. You know what I'm talking about? But either way, rest in peace, to the God, and condolences to the fam. Let's see, what else we got? Dr. Umar Johnson, he panhandling, the Pan-African. Very well spoken brother, very smart brother. You may not like the man, may not agree with the man, or it might be opposite. You might love the man, you might agree with damn near everything he say. I think his heart in the right place. I think he talk a good. He's one of the most well versed guys on the internet. It's a lot of good speaking. They just got high intellectual ability type shit, and he went on, but going public in the media, and asking for money, shit, that like that might take a hit at your character, or just your campaign, or you Mr. Marcus Garvey, Frederick Davis, I forgot what the school called, but it's something of that nature. Marcus Garvey, Frederick Douglass, the school. He's been speaking about this school for years. I don't know personally if it's open and people, students attend, but it's a real thing. LLC, you got accounts, all this shit. So maybe it's, sometimes great shit just take a while. You know what I'm saying? To come. I guess I don't know, but the school. Far as what I do know, He been on plenty of platforms. You know, he just did a media run. He stayed, you know, in the media. You know, your DJ Vlads, your Cam Capones, your real life street stars, your Art of Dialogue, your your It's Up There with Loon. It ain't really nowhere he don't go and speak and haven't been. You know, he's out there. But you know, panhandling to the media, to the fan base. I don't know how that's gonna rock with the people, cause the school, you ain't got the school yet. You know, that's what a lot of people say about, you know, Dr. Umar Johnson. Well, where's the school? Where's the school? You've been asking for donations. You've been, you know, where's the school? You know, this, that, and the third. But now, you know, from what he said, you know, some kind of way his accounts got froze and shit. You know what I'm talking about? And then he can't get in them. He can't get in none of his accounts, personal or the Frederick Douglass School account. He can't get in nothing. So he took to the media, you know what I'm saying, and said, "Hey, can you please give me some money?" You know, I don't know, but hey, you know, he was bold enough to do it. He put his pride to the side and he actually done it. Cause I'm quite sure he know some kind of repercussion that's coming out of this. It's some kind. You know, he knew that before he cut that live on. You know what I'm talking about? But you know, vulnerable moment, which made him, you know, the talk of the media. You know, so I don't know if that was the goal or not, but you know, that's what it is. So you know, you know, I hate it for you, Dr. Umar. I hope that was just some bullshit. I hope that was just, you know, you just playing with the media and shit, man. Just seeing what the fuck, you know, who will say what. That's probably what you were doing. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's just a couple things been in the media, so I just wanted to speak on them first. So let's get to the topic at hand. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to the topic at hand. You know what I'm talking about? Modern day women, men, 2025. You know what I'm saying? I saw a lady with that hat on. That's what the hat said. Make tricking great again. And I just thought that was perfect. You know, I thought, you know, you can get inspiration from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. As soon as I saw that, I already knew this is what it was right here. So, you know what I'm talking about, man? It's 2025, man. If you are in a happy relationship, in a happy marriage, in a happy situationship, in a happy any kind of companionship, you know, that's just your baby daddy, you know, whatever y'all got going on and whatever y'all call it. If you are in good spirits, yeah. If you happy where you at, what you doing, with who you with, great. You know, this ain't for you. This conversation ain't really for you. Feel free to join though. You know, feel free to join, chime in as you may. You know what I'm talking about. But, you know, it's really, you know, a conversation for, you know, about men, women, modern day 2025. Like it's a lot to work with, man. One thing I will say. Now I'm a man, so you know I'm gonna speak on the women. Let me speak on the women. 2025 modern day. You know what I'm saying? All right. First of all, disclaimer before I even get started. You know what I'm talking about? Cause you don't really hear me talk. You don't hear me bash women. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never just bashed women on my shit. I probably will never do that. But I say some real shit. You know, I say, what something I seen. I talk about things that go on. You know what I'm saying? But never in a negative notion though. You know what I'm saying? Never really in a negative notion though. I tell you about yourself, all that, the whole nine, but never trying to, never. At least when it come to women, for me, I don't got nothing bad to be saying. It's like I don't got no ill will towards women. I know there's women out there be like, black men hate black women, but that's further from the truth, with me. But men in general, ladies, like, I don't think that's true, but that's just an example. But disclaimer, look. In order to talk about something, or in order to talk about something like this, you know what I'm saying? When we talking about men, women, whenever you hear anybody really talk about relationships, dating, this, that, and the third, they only talking about, like, you only getting, you coming to the conclusion of basically your experiences. I give you an example. So, it's different types of men, out here. So you got your men that, they pretty much get in relationships. They stay in a relationship. To get out of it, they might get in one, get out of one. But then, they don't really stay single long, or they don't really they sustain relationships, they relationship type of guys. So a guy like that versus a guy who let's say maybe he just like a bachelor, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he just like, the opposite of that guy. The opposite of the guy that get in relationships. You know what I'm saying? He just, do what he want to do with a bachelor by himself, woo-de-woo. Now, the difference between them men is one of them don't have as much experience as the other when it comes to women in general. You know what I'm saying? Not a women. That guy who was in a relationship for 5 years, then 3, then 7, then 2, then 5. That's only he only know the women that he been in that relationship with. But that other guy that's the opposite of him, kind of like a bachelor, take care of himself, do what he want to do, It's a good chance, he got more experience than that guy as far as dealing with multiple kinds of women, types, women. He went with one for such and such, and then another one for such and such. He kind of just, played the field, bet on himself, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like, when you talk about shit like this, or anybody, like, it's only a conclusion of your experiences. So based on your experiences with women or men, if you're a woman and you talking about this shit, based off your experiences with the types of people that you experience with, those are what you gonna talk about, think about, come to the conclusion on. You know what I'm talking about? So it's men that's more experienced than others. It's men that haven't experienced certain actions or just things from women that other men have. It's things men go through with women that other men don't go through, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's things that women go through with men that other women don't have that problem. You know, just varies off the person. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there too. You know what I'm saying? Let me throw that out there. So when I talk about shit like this, I feel like I'm qualified. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got a good pulse on shit. You know what I'm saying? A good temperature on shit. You know what I'm saying? So, alright. So when I want to say something about modern day 2025 women, you know what I'm saying? One thing I do notice about women in this day, you know, like, they don't really got no shame, or they, like, I don't know if it's shame, no shame, or like they just flat out don't give a fuck about, you know, certain things type shit. Shit, like you used to like women used to care about being seen as a certain type of woman, female, you know what I'm saying? You know, they didn't want you to think they was a hoe or, you know, was out there like that or like this, or, you know what I'm talking about? They used to care about that shit. They don't care about that shit no more. They don't care about that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? They don't really care about how you perceive them. You know what I'm saying? My opinion, you know what I'm saying? From what I see, experience too. You know what I'm saying? So they you know, they way more I don't know, I don't give a fuckish, you know. I know a lot of women, that's their favorite word. I don't give a fuck. I don't give no fuck. I do not care. You know what I'm saying? They say it a lot. But, you know, like, that make it kind of, I don't know, it's like, you know, that make, you know, basically you don't, you know, they done got a little harder. You know what I'm saying? They done got a little harder than what they usually or used to be. Shit. You used to, like, if you got to a certain level with a female, like they used to be more clingy. They ain't as clingy as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? I like that's something that's very, like, noticeable. Like if you got to a certain level with a female, like she clean to you. You know what I'm saying? Like you have her. You know what I'm saying? Once it went there, but now it can still go there, but they not clean. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, a lot. Let's just say a lot. You know, they gonna show you for sure. You know what I'm saying? They gonna show you for sure. You know how much they like you. You know what I'm saying? If they do, but now it's like, I don't know. It's more like a game now. When I feel like shit used to be normal, like how people's actions was like normal, like that was them. That was how they felt, you know, and all of that. But now I think it's like a game. It's more strategic, more like, you know what I'm saying? Actions ain't normal. It's more, you know, processed, and I'm doing this for this outcome, or, you know what I'm talking about? Like it ain't just, you know what I'm saying, genuine as it used to be. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, that's two things right there. I feel like, you know what I'm talking about? Like they don't really got too much shame, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, they ain't really clingy no more. You know what I'm talking about? Now, let me see. let me see. You know, like as far as the title go, make Tricky great again. You know what I'm saying? Like, first off, man, Vibes is free. I don't know who the fuck told you that you had to pay to play. Vibes is free, my nigga. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them trick you. Vibes is free, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If you got to pay to play, it should be only one reason. Maybe, hold on. Yeah, it should be only one reason. If you got to trick. If you gotta play to play, then one, she don't really like you, she ain't really fucking with you, so she won't, you know, she wants something out of this type shit, you know. You know, second, you know, you might, a lot of times it's the niggas though. It's the niggas. The niggas come and that's their game. They play that game. You know what I'm saying? For the ones that got it, you know what I'm saying? The ones that got it. A lot of times, it don't even be the woman a lot of the time. You know, that's men game. You know, some niggas got the talk game. Some niggas got the smell good game. Some niggas got, you know, the body game. I got muscles. You know, like every man got, you know, their game. And a lot of times, you know, if men got it, that's their game. You know what I'm saying? They gonna lead with the bread. So we ain't talking about those ladies that get with them niggas. Yeah, get them niggas. Yeah, you can go and get them. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause they, you know what I'm talking about. But back to what I was saying, nigga. Vibes is free, nigga. Vibes is free, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to pay to play. If that's the case, you need another female. You know what I'm saying? You need to go fuck with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If you choose to though, like, let's just say, if you choose the trick, right? That's what we gonna call it. That's what we gonna call it. If you choose the trick, you know, I try to stay away from that title. I try to stay away from, you know, calling niggas that. That just might be what a nigga like to do. Yeah, if a nigga go to work, hustle, whatever the fuck, and he got a little something, and he, you know, spend that shit, that might just be what a nigga like to do. DJ Gunna Hendrix, what's up, Playboy? I appreciate you watching. You know, that just might be what a nigga want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't gotta call it tricking. That's just what a nigga like to do or want to do. You know what I'm saying? But let's say, I'm saying, if you got a trick or if you choose the trick and call it that, my opinion, my game I will give you is shit. Like, I don't know if the bitch asks you for money or not, right? She might. You know, like, women don't really ask me for money. I don't know about you or whoever watching, but women want me to know that I don't gotta ask a nigga for nothing. Nigga, hell gotta freeze over for them to ask a nigga for some money. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like be dealing with women like that. They'll spend it. Yeah, they'll spend money on a nigga, and they don't ask a nigga for shit. I promise to God. Now, I don't know. I be hearing bitches be begging and all that shit. Women don't really ask me for money. Like, I'm gonna keep it all the way going for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not broke. So it ain't cause I ain't got it. But, you know, it's just how a woman perceive you, I guess, or the type of woman she is. You know, but okay, you know, if you choose, if you gonna trick, right? I suggest you do this. And that's it. And that's if you call it tricking. You know what I'm saying? Look, spend your money. Spend your money on doing something. Yeah, like, you know, sponsor a trip. You know, you and the girl can go hang out, go somewhere, you know, not around the city, you know, cause that ain't, you know. But like, go somewhere, catch a flight, you know, drive, you know, rent some, drive some hours or whatever the fuck. And I say that to say this, shit. Everything she doing, you doing. So it really ain't even tricking. It really ain't even, you know, that's light. You know what I'm saying? I got on a plane, you know, I had to get a room. I had to get a rental, drive around, whatever the fuck. Or if you don't want to get a rental, you can do the Uber Lyft shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know, I gotta eat. I gotta, you know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And you know what I'm saying? So the only thing you really paying for is like a plane ticket and what, food and whatever the fuck you gonna do, club and shit. You know, probably go shopping a little bit, whatever the fuck, wherever you go, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm making is you enjoying that shit too, whatever you spending. You know what I'm saying? And it really is just like, look, I'm going, come with me, type shit. You know, it ain't really, that's how you should look at it. You know, that might not how you be presented to her. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you should look at it. You know, so another thing, the only reason you should be tricking is cause if you with a real hoe and she's standing on that, that's what she do. That's what's going on. I bet. You know what I'm talking about? Stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't really no way for, you know, a woman to call a nigga or a man, you know, call a man a trick, and how you not consider yourself a hoe or some hoe shit. You know what I'm saying? How can it be one way but not the other? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I want my women to think about that. You know what I'm saying? You know, you calling a nigga trick, or you wanting a trick, you basically saying you a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, how can you not? Type shit. You know what I'm talking about? How can you not? You know what I'm saying? So, you might want to ease up on that tricking. You know what I'm saying? Ladies, I know it's beneficial for you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess men, you know, I see the hat. Never saw a hat like that. So maybe from the women's perspective, in the women's world, like maybe niggas ain't just spending out, cashing out like they used to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like that was just my little game on, you know, on quote unquote tricking. You know what I'm saying? You know, back to the topic though. Modern women. You know, I'm still speaking on women. You know what I'm saying? I just had to revert to the tricking, let y'all know where I got the title from and all this shit. One thing I noticed, man. Another thing I noticed about women, dog, like they don't really care about you, the individual, like that. Like you, the person, you. You know what I'm saying? Like I be kind of questioning that shit. I be kind of questioning that shit. I be you know, based off certain shit, based off certain things, I be like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Cause to be honest, you know, like I feel like this. Dick and attention. I feel like them two things, my attention and my dick, I feel like you really care about that more than you care about me. The person. Cause real shit, let's just keep it real. Now I'm talking to my people in the relationships and shit now, you know what I'm saying? Bring y'all, you know, y'all, here's where y'all chime in at. You know what I'm saying? And just anybody, period. You know what I'm saying? Even if you not in one, you know what I'm saying? Tell me or tell me not if this is some real shit. Right? Nigga, if you can leave your dick at home on the dresser somewhere, let her have it. Nigga, she won't care if you come back home tonight. She won't give no fuck about nothing. She might not even call you. You know what I'm saying? It won't be no sharing locations. She won't care about none of that. You know what I'm saying? If you can leave that dick at the crib. Yeah, that's all it be. Where is this nigga at with this dick? He got it. He got it on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how a nigga feel. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. If I can leave my shit at home, man, you wouldn't care. You wouldn't care what I be doing, man. You know what I'm talking about? You wouldn't give no fuck. No fuck. You know what I'm saying? And then my attention, shit, I think that's more important than, you know, I think attention. Chanel, what's up, Chanel? I think attention more important than the sex. Non-sexual attention. I think that's very, very important to a woman, dog. And if they don't get it, they gone. They ain't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? They gotta get that non-sexual attention, bro. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's you know, conversation, that's text, that's you know, FaceTiming and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, them two things that I feel like, you know, a female care about more than a nigga. Like, it ain't even me. It's my dick and my attention. You know what I'm saying? If I leave this bitch right here on the dresser while I go to the club or wherever the fuck I'm going, you won't even care about me. I swear to God, you won't even care about me. You know, you won't even care about me. You know I ain't got no L's. You know I'm riding with that wop. Shouldn't be doing that probably. You know what I'm saying? You know I got a warrant. My nigga might got a warrant and all that shit. Bitch ain't gonna give a fuck, man. As long as you leave that dick on the dresser while you gone. She won't give a fuck what you do. You can stay out all night. You know what I'm saying? She ain't checking the phone. She ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's another thing right there. You know what I'm talking about? That's another thing. Dick and attention. Y'all care about that more than a nigga, man. You know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Shit, I think I done touched on a lot of that. I think I done touched on a lot of that shit, man. Far as you know, modern day 2025 men and women. You know, I'm speaking on the women. You know what I'm saying? Once again, we love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know. You know what I'm saying? The only ones that got a problem is them. Is niggas that didn't get no love from their mama type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't most men. You know what I'm saying? That ain't most men. It's, you know, it's just some of them. You know what I'm talking about? We don't give a fuck if you go to the other side. I promise you. I know when we do it, we ain't shit. We hate. You know what I'm saying? When we go get a white or Asian or just any other race, but y'all, we ain't shit. We this, we that. We don't love y'all, yada yada. And I promise you, I think I speak for all men. We do not give no fuck if you go get a white man. I promise you, we will not give a fuck. So I ain't never really understood that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never really understood that though. Why they get so mad, you know. But it is what it is. But you know, we don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know no nigga that like be on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Cause we already know the real. To be honest, we already know the real. We know why you want to do it. So alright, go do it. You know what I'm saying? It's only one reason. But we still don't get mad at you. We still don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't really, you know what I'm saying? We don't really like think none of that shit for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a lot of men out here that's like what's the word I'm looking for, man? I know it's a lot of men out here that like I don't like y'all call them soft. I'ma just say, you know what I'm saying? Cause men say women getting hard and women say men getting soft. So it gotta be some type of balance. NBA Youngboy, man. Y'all better stop playing with NBA Youngboy, dog. NBA Youngboy been running shit. Now, so he been painting his nails and all that funny shit. Y'all know what's up with that, man. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. Football players doing it. Just everybody, like that's the misunderstanding that I'm talking about. Like this shit put in our face as an agenda, and that's where, you know, that's where women feeling like men getting soft, and you know, men feeling like women getting hard, cause of this agenda. You know what I'm saying? But if you know, you know. But I'm gonna keep, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna stay on topic. Alright, you know, NBA Youngboy. He a weird dude, man. He a weird dude. I was looking at a podcast, and it was his engineer, or like an old engineer, or used to be somebody close to him, dog. And the nigga said when NBA Youngboy in the studio, he just have monkeys. He have a monkey just running around and shit. He jumping on tables. He jumping on people. They all in their face. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, who the fuck have a monkey just going wild in the studio? Like, what the fuck is that? And he was like, shit. And you can't say a goddamn thing. That's NBA Youngboy. That's his monkey. Just, you know what I'm saying, tearing shit up. You know what I'm saying? Like he was really going into detail. Like and none of his niggas said nothing. Nigga, they in there rolling up, smoking high, whatever the fuck. All while a monkey just, hell nah, NBA Youngboy. Boy, that's some real deal weird shit right there. That's some real deal weird shit, man. You know, but you know, I guess that money make you do it. I don't know, man. I don't know. But we don't seen Youngboy, you know, go from a young boy to, you know, he grown now like 24, 25, 26, something like that. He ain't performed in like 5, 6, 7 years. Now he going on tour this year, so them shows through the roof. And like NBA Youngboy, man, he different, man. He different. You You know, like at one point, for a nice little run, and still now. Like you can say NBA Youngboy was just as big as Drake. You know, Kendrick just got his, well, he been getting Grammys and shit. He been putting out good ass music. But the year he had last year up until now, like he ain't never been that high. So NBA Youngboy been on that level since he came out. You know, I got a sister, she 10 years younger than me. And I remember probably like 10, 15 years ago. And boy, she was crazy about a motherfucking NBA Youngboy. I remember she was still in school. So, you know what I'm saying? It was a minute. You know what I'm saying? But hell yeah, man, Youngboy like that. He got the youth. He got the young niggas. He got the young females, all of that, and the old ones. Like I know several old heads. I'm not considered old, but older than me. You know what I'm saying? Old heads type shit. Nigga, they bump NBA Youngboy. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what it is. He just got he got that he got all the generations from young to old. And majority of rappers don't got it like that. They don't really got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Sales, streams, shows. NBA Youngboy been putting the fuck on. And this the most thing, this what I like about him. He do not fuck with y'all niggas. He do not fuck with y'all rap niggas, man. He do not fuck, and he don't need y'all rap niggas. He don't even need y'all rap niggas, man. He don't, NBA Youngboy ain't got that many features. I don't know too many NBA Youngboy featuring another star. Future put him on. I didn't like you. I never liked you. Future went got a NBA Youngboy feature on I Never Liked You. He did do that. And that was like 25, that was 20, that was 23. That was 23 or 22, one on 2023, 2022. I remember the Migos. You know I need it. This Draco undefeated. Like they took off on that. Like, but other than them songs, like I'm sure he got some features with some niggas, but they like not no big features type shit on his shit. Not somebody featuring him on his shit. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. And you know he going on that tour. You know he been on Fed paper. He just got the pardon. You know what I'm saying? You know he got the pardon this year though. He got the pardon this year. He finna hit that road. He got the tour. He can perform. So shit, this shit finna go up. It's finna go up. You know, that's just one of the main things I like about Youngboy, man. He don't need no features, bro. And he bigger than everybody. He just in his own lane doing his own shit. It's weird as fuck. But the music be solid though. The music be solid. I can't say I listen to everything as far as NBA Youngboy, but it's damn sure some cuts that I do fuck with. I love Pluto, man. I appreciate you watching. You know what I'm saying? It is some cuts that I do fuck with though, for real. You know what I'm saying? And It's big talk about, you know, when he gonna go to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Cause he going on tour, and one of them tour dates is in Chicago. And you already know the beef: King Von, Quando Rondo, Lil Pab, Lil Durk, Fredro Bang. I can keep naming all. You know what I'm saying? But you know, NBA Youngboy, he basically beefing with the, you know what I'm saying, you know, O Block and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of, you know, lot of tension, you know what I'm saying? A lot of talking, a lot of speculation. But ain't nobody finna do shit to Youngboy, man. Not in Chicago, not on tour. Like, you think Youngboy finna slip like that? This nigga got a presidential pardon. Nigga, man, this man gonna be riding like Drake them. Them rappers like that. Man, come on, man. They getting a police escort, nigga. Like they the president, nigga. When they up there like that, I almost don't know what's going on, man. That man gonna be probably about 10, 12, 20 cars deep with police. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Tay Capone. I mean, yeah, Tay. I think that's his name, Tay. I know his name Tay, but it's Tay something. I saw him on Cam Capone, and he was like, you know, Chicago got the biggest stadium, NBA arena. You know what I'm saying? Chicago is the biggest NBA arena. And that's where he performing at the NBA arena where the, you know, Chicago Bulls play. And it's gonna be a lot of people. That's 20,000 people. That's 20,000 people, man. 20,000 people, dog. Like, nah. You damn sure ain't getting away. You might be a dummy and crash out. Which, where you gonna catch him at? Where you gonna catch him at? In the show? It damn sure can't be in the show. Y'all had to catch that nigga coming to that motherfucker or leaving that bitch. Like, it ain't gonna be inside. You ain't getting inside with the wops and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna pay to park and be where, you know, you gotta pass different security and checkpoints and shit to get out. You ain't finna do that. Yeah, like how the fuck you finna do that? You know what I'm saying? Shit. The way the FBG Duck situation happened, you know, I think that was probably like a crash out situation. But you know, when it's wartime like that, don't nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You know the real ones ain't giving a fuck. They doing it. But it can go down anywhere, but at a big event where a lot of people at, that's pretty tough to catch somebody like you gonna have to really catch them for that. Like you gonna have to have some inside information to get off, and you're not gonna get away. You ain't gonna get away from this one. Yeah, so yeah, I would say this will be a crash out. It is crash outs. So shit, you know, if they ready for that and you know what I'm saying, they don't go for that, they want it that bad, then they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But yo man, NBA Youngboy, man, keep on, you know, keep on making solid music, man. You know I don't give a fuck about this entertainment shit or this, you know, basically Hollywood, basically Hollywood shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking in general of the music. I don't really, you know, not the character type shit. You know what I'm talking about? Last but not least, and I gotta let me pull this shit up on my computer, man. Cause I gotta let y'all hear this shit. And this y'all president that you voted for. This your president that you voted for, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know y'all see the caption. I know y'all see the title. You know what I'm saying? And Barack, man, what the fuck is you thinking, man? What the fuck is you thinking, man? Who told you to get a podcast, my nigga? I don't think nobody give a fuck about what Obama think, That shit over with. It's over with. It's over and done. If we gave a fuck, if you had any influence, Camilla would have won. Cause remember now, he already told black men you better vote for Camilla. He told you that. Your black ass better vote for Camilla. He said that. Obama. And now he just said something else. Alright, so apparently Michelle Obama has a podcast. Or it might be both of theirs. I don't know. So they on the episode and they talking about, I guess, parenting or children or, you know, some shit like that. And Obama just comes out, bro. He just comes out and say that young boys need a gay role model in their life. Not a dad. Not a good dad. And matter of fact, you gonna hear what he said about good dads. You gonna hear it. Not a dad, but a gay role model. Now I'm not against gays, bro. Do your thing. Do your thing. Long as you stand on it and you ain't in the closet, you know, I got respect for that. You know what I'm saying? Got mad respect for that. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the closet and you standing on it, you know what I'm saying? That's to be respected. But to say my child need a gay role model in his life or else he ain't. What the fuck you trying to say, Obama? Like let's not forget. Let's not forget. This the president that made gay marriage legal. It wasn't legal until he got in there and did it. Signed the paper, made the executive order. Yeah, so he did all that rainbow shit. You know, now you know, shout out to the LGBTQs and you know, just whatever letters that, you know, that stand for something. Shout out to y'all. Like this ain't no hate. This ain't no hate type shit, man. I'm just simply stating facts. You know, I'm just simply stating shit that's already been reported. You know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking my opinion on it type shit. But like we finna listen to Obama say this bullshit.
Not just exposure to one, right? And that's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
Mm-hmm. One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be
everything.
everything.
He can't be everything. And then that.
Now, you hear what he just said? And you got Michelle co-signing this shit. A woman. This man said every child needs, and it don't. He said it don't matter how good the dad is. Like, nigga, fuck you. It don't no matter how good the heterosexual non-gay dad is, nigga, fuck you. You still need this fruit cup over here. The child need the child, man. If this ain't the most egregious bullshit you've ever heard a former president say, then man, look, just delete me. Don't even fuck with me. Cause yo, you ain't there all the way. I'm gonna run that shit back though. I'm gonna run that shit back.
Yeah, right? And
listen to him.
That's one of the things that I think a lot of times boys need is not just exposure to one guy.
One dad.
One dad. No matter how good the dad
is. He can't be.
No matter how good you is, dad.
And then that boy may need somebody to give the boy some perspective on the dad.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
One of the most...
Who the fuck is finna give a perspective of me to my child? I raised the child. I raised the son. Ain't no perspectives, my nigga. Yeah. The only thing that matters is this right here. This one man right here. I don't know where he came up with this bullshit. I'm gonna let him keep going though.
Valuable things I learned as a guy was I had a gay professor in college at a time when openly gay folks still weren't out, who became one of my favorite professors and was a great guy and would call me out when I started saying stuff that was ignorant. You need that.
So I need a gay mentor. I need a gay professor to be a man. Y'all hear this bullshit, man. Women. Where my women at, man? Women. Let's reverse this shit. What if the nigga said that, what if Michelle would have said some shit like, well, I think little girls need a gay woman to give perspective on the mom, on you as a mom. You not fucking with that. You not with that shit. Who the fuck finna give you mama? So I'm my child's dad. But former President Barack Obama talking about I need a gay man to do what I supposed to. Hey man, if you got a picture of this motherfucker in your house, man, take that shit down, man. If you got a bumper sticker on your car, man, cover that shit up with another one. Rip that bitch off. If you got any memorabilia of this man in your belongings anywhere, get rid of that shit. Get rid of that shit, man. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. I do not know what the fuck he talking about, man. And if you want to know why, ladies, if you want to know why shit getting soft or men feeling like they soft, well, hey, talk to the president that made gay marriage legal. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what he did. All he did. You know what I'm saying? For him to be, where the fuck did he graduate from? I don't know. He went to some great college. You know what I'm saying? Some great college. Well spoken, like y'all remember all the good shit they were saying about this man, man. I mean, he's from Hawaii, quote unquote, but you know, we never saw the birth certificate officially. You know what I'm saying? This man could have been made in a lab or something, man. Where did he come from? You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, that's just some egregious bullshit right there, man. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with that bullshit right there. You know what I'm talking about?